I'm Clarence Brown. I subscribe to the theory that citizens aren't taxed too little, government spends too much. It's something that's been proven true and over again, case by case. So with the help of Manny provided some great data, and again, I really appreciate what you did. I did a little dive while I was still occupying my full-time position, and I developed some budget factoids. According to the website, the increase in revenue this year is 111.7. That's thousand. I usually round to 100, so I'm gonna, taxes from new properties, $79,020. So that means the additional taxes coming from the increase, my math is correct, are $32,690. You know, so I ask you, just throw this out on a budget that's so, you know, as big as our budget is. I mean, is it worth? Can't we find $32,000 out there? $32,700? It seems silly to raise the tax rate for that. So then I dug in deeper and pulled out some more factoids. The wind energy project for storage and removal and cleanup in this fiscal year will cost us $9,000. Litigation contingency for the wind energy in the hollows, $50,000. Now, I pose this to you. Is that the citizens' fault, or is that some oversight that is lacking from y'all's standpoint? I mean, I've been told it was a mistake. These were some mistakes. I didn't make the mistake. I don't think anybody out here made mistakes. So, so we're essentially paying an increased tax rate for mistakes that were made by our government. If you look at it that way, that's pretty pathetic. So we go, and I dig a little deeper. The police department's 30% of the total budget. Manny's now the police chief. If I'm out of line, please arrest me. But I mean, so it's 30% of the total budget. We have 8 full-time and 10 part-time officers. For the statistic I found was 1,906 residents. It may vary by 100 or so. That's a ratio of 6.3 per 1,000 citizens. On August 22nd, a Statesman article stated that Austin was desiring a ratio of 2 officers per 1,000. Now I understand with economies of scale, we can't probably expect that in Jonestown, but I think we can expect something less than 6.3 per 1,000. So let's dig a little deeper and look at ticket revenue. I got a really neat detail of fines here of 65,000. Of that, 21,404 appears to be citations, ticket revenue. Well, you know, we're spending $771,631 for 21,404 in citation revenue. I don't know about you, but my investment expectations aren't like that. So, and we're investing that every year. That's not a static investment. That's an investment we're making every year. So, anyway, I'm not coming here just to complain. I'm coming here with, I think, are some solutions. The first one's kind of tongue-in-cheek. Does anybody want to give back any of the money from the wind energy that we're going to spend this year? I don't think so, but it kind of felt good writing it down. But another issue, I think, is let's stop being the police force for Lake Travis. We're this little dinky town here on the lake. Lago Vista's bigger than we are. You know, there's a bunch of lake communities that are bigger than we are, and we're taking on this huge law enforcement obligation for Lake Travis. That seems really silly when you're asking the taxpayers to pay more money. And personally, I'm kind of offended by it. So let's stop being a police force for Lake Travis. Another thing, we have a reputation, at least some of the friends I have, there's some motorcycle people and other people that come through here, as a speed trap. Now here we are, we have a reputation as a speed trap, and on the other side, we're trying to enhance the aesthetics so that we attract tourism. You know, as they're coming through, they stop and shop and all that stuff. Let's make Travis County be the bad guys. Let's give traffic enforcement out here over Travis County. Let's have our police force primarily concerned with protecting our citizens and protecting their liberty to enjoy their property safely and without interference. To me, that's what a city's basically supposed to do. I think we need to right-size the police force. To me, the right number is somewhere between 2 and 6.3 per thousand. You know, I threw out 8 FTEs, full-time employees. So, you know, we have part-timers. Part-timers are a great use of resource because they're less expensive. So I think we just need to right-size the police force. I've done an exercise in my days before I was reformed, when I was still a controller, CPA, where we go and we'd say, you know what, we're going to do across the board. It was 10%, but I'm going to suggest across the board 5% reduction of all city departments. I guarantee you, it doesn't matter which organization you look at, whether it's a city or my company, United Healthcare, there's 5% waste you can find easily. I cut 5% across the board. That would save us. I took out the debt service costs. That saved us $120,726. Now, you guys would be heroes if you came to the citizenry and you said, instead of an increase in your taxes, we're going to reduce your tax rate. Because that's what people want to hear these days. We don't, you know, I don't care if it costs me $10 a year more. I don't want to pay any more. All my clients are downsized, and they continue to downsize, and probably will for the next year. So I'm making less money. A lot of us are making less money. People in construction aren't constructing. That's my suggestion. Let's look at shaving some costs, and in the process, shave some taxes. Thanks.